Foremost, I want to start out by giving all praise to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Rakakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles for the edification of knowledge, the Wadi Bashim Yashah for the elders and apostles, through the spirit of Yahbashim Yashah, teach the truth and knowledge so we can learn. Call Halayanya Bashim Yashah, Bashim, Rakakadash, give all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yashah, Bashim, Rakakadash. I want to go to Baruch. Baruch is a scribe and a devoted friend to Jeremiah. The scribe is pretty much an assistant. Let's go to Baruch to help and aid the prophet. Baruch is Baruch 4:25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from Yahweh. And that's part of the punishment. Patient relates to suffering and enduring, man. So we have to endure it. For thine enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. So that's the recompense. Let's go to go to Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. Before I go to that, I'm going to go to 2 Maccabees 1, 25 and 27. Gather those together that are scattered from us, deliver them that serve among the heathen. Look upon them that are despised in the heart. And that's the Israelites, man. And let the heathen know that thou art our God. Punish them that oppress us, and with pride do us wrong. And that's the ones in power. That's the wicked. Go to I'm going to go to Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. Let me go to there. Surely oppression makes a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So even the wisest men, oppression, you can get to them, you know what I mean? And a gift destroyeth the heart, a gift, something that presents itself as a gift, but actually is not in the favor of that person that's receiving it, man. Go to you go to Micah 2 and 10 real fast. Micah 2 and 10. Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye, depart for this. Arise ye, depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction. So to pretty much begin to separate spiritually from the ways from the affairs of this world, man. Begin to separate yourself spiritually, man. Otherwise, you'll partake its destruction, man. Go to let's go to Revelation 6 and 4. Revelation 6 and 4. I'm going to go to John 10 and 10 as well. 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red, Edom, and the power was given to him that sat upon thereon to take peace from the earth. Because Job 9:24, the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. Cover the face of the judge, if it's not he, then who is? And that they should kill one another, and there was given into him a great sword. His blessing is that sword, man. You can also go to Genesis 25. Let me hit it real quick. 27, I believe 27 and 39 and 40. Genesis 27, 39 and 40. And Isaac his father answered me and said unto him, Behold, the dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword thou shalt live. By the sword thou shalt live. And through the sword he will gain the fatness of the earth, man. Gain the fatness and everything from it, man. Resources, everything. Because his blessing is the sword. 40. And by the sword shalt thou live, and serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass that when thou shalt have dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Let's go to John 10 and 10. John 10 and 10. John 10 and 10. The thief cometh not, but to steal and to kill and destroy. And that's the ones in power, man. That's what they've been doing. I come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly, man. So, ones in power, their MO is pretty much to steal, to annihilate, and destroy. Let's go to, I want to go to Nahum 3 and 1, and I want to go to Habakkuk 2 as well. Nahum. Let me go to Habakkuk first since I'm here. 2 and 12. Woe unto him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. And that's pretty much historically as the ones in power have done, man, by using certain people to help do that, and use them against their will to do that. Let's go to Nahum 3 and 1, right here. Woe to the bloody city, it's full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. So it's full of lies and robbery, bloodshed, you know. So it was founded and built upon that, man. The bloodshed, lies, and robbery, man. To increase pretty much by using certain people to enhance the power relating to this rulership, man. We know who that is. I want to go to let's go to Ecclesiasticus. I want to do verses there. I want to Ecclesiasticus 10 chapter and also 12th chapter, 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom was translated from one people to another. So by unrighteous dealings and injuries to others and riches got by deceit, man. Pretty much theft. 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So it doesn't change, man. You can't do nothing to it. You know, it's going to always be what it is, man, because it's created to be a certain thing, be a certain way, man. That's the one's power. Go to Psalms 55 and 20, 21, real quick. Psalms 55. I'll give you an example. Psalms 55, 20 and 21. He put forth his hands against such that be at peace with them. So people that are at peace with them, that did nothing to him, You know, he put his hands against them, man, and have broken his covenant. His covenant relates to his word, his bond. He broken it because in heart he had different intentions, man. We'll read that. For the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. So he talked with smooth words, but in heart he had a whole different agenda and intentions, man. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So in his heart was war, and he wanted to do violence upon them, man. I want to go to go to Isaiah 10 and 1. Isaiah 10 and 1. Isaiah 10 and 1. Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. I will go with 10:8 in Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, and write grievousness which they have prescribed, because it's grievous for certain people, man. It's grievous for certain people. These laws and decrees, these statutes and policies, they don't favor equally to certain groups of people, man. Let's go to Daniel 8 and 25. 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 This is Daniel 8 and 25. And through his policies also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, through his policies, decrees, laws, and statutes, and shall magnify himself in his heart. That's that pride. And by peace shall destroy many. So pretended peace, but using violence to destroy many, man. And he shall also stand up against the princes of princes, and he shall be broken with the hand. The princes of princes relates to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, and the angels, man. They're going to lose, man. Related to Revelations 12 chapter, around 7th. The power, their powers to be versus Yahweh Bashim Yahshua and the angels, man. What they call ignorantly UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, or unidentified flying objects, man. UFO, UAPs, man. That's what they identify them as. What they call chariots. The spiritual wheels that fly in space, pretty much. The spiritual air force. I'm going to go to let me go to Proverbs 29 and 2. Proverbs 29 and 2. This is Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, people rejoice. So if the righteous were in authority, people rejoicing. But when the wicked beareth rule, now beareth relates to suffering, enduring, suffering, enduring, man. When the wicked beareth rule, people mourn because they're in a position of power, man. So the people are mourning. And the scripture talks about when the wicked are in power, righteous they hide, man. But when wicked is taken out, then righteous come out and it shall flourish again. Righteousness shall come again. But right now, the wicked are in a power and position, so we have to bear their rulership, man. And everything is mourning. Even the earth is mourning. Like I was saying, the air, the water, the trees, everything. You know what I mean? It's mourning because it's not in the normal cycle, the Cadian cycle that it should be, man. Because we under unrighteous vibration, man, relating to rulership. And ones who are ruling supposed to be pretty much managing and in charge. Go to Proverbs 14 and 4, 14 and 15. Proverbs 14 and 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his goings. The simple believeth everything, man. Pretty much majority of the people in society believe everything, man. Not everything is what it claims to be, man. But the prudent man looketh well to his goings, so he'll sift and weigh matters of everything and weigh it out, balance, man. On both sides, to come to a conclusion. Let's go to Revelations 8 and 18. Revelations 8 and 18. 18 and 8. 18 and 8. Revelations 18 and 8. Revelations 18 and 8. It's Revelations 18 and Revelations Shalakia 11 and 18. The nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, and they should be judged, and that they shouldest give reward unto the servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. That's the judgment that's going to happen, that recompense upon the wicked. The ones who destroy the earth are going to be pretty much annihilated by Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, man. Go to Revelations 13 and 10, man. Pretty much a recompense, man. They're going to receive that recompense, man. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword shall be killed with the sword. That's that recompense. That's that divine justice, man, that the Lord is going to administer upon the wicked, man. Galatians 6 and 7. 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 Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked. The Lord is not going to be mocked, man. The wicked is going to be mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, he shall also reap. So if you sow bad, then it's going to reap bad. If you sow good, then it's going to reap good. So whatever you put into it is what you're going to get out of it, man. Let's go to Let's go to Psalms chapters. We'll go to Psalms. Before I go to Psalms, let me go to 30 and 14. There is a generation whose teeth are as swords, and their jaw teeth are as knives, so they're sharp, to devour the poor from off the earth, which are the righteous, and the needy from among men. And that's the ones in power, man. Go to Psalms. Let's go to Psalms 11 and 5. Psalms 11 and 5. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth, man. But the Lord hates the wicked, man. For the Lord is angry at the wicked every day, Scripture says. Go to Psalms 10 and 4. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh. And Yahweh is not all in his thoughts, because he is not created to understand or to have righteousness, to seek righteousness, or to have the desire to, because he's the wicked. He's created to be the wicked. 5. His ways are always grievous, because he's the wicked. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for his enemies, he puffeth at all. For all his enemies, he puffeth at them. Go to Micah 2, 1 and Micah 2. Let me see. I'm going to continue with Psalms. We'll go to Psalms 83. Shalakia. Psalms 83. Psalms 83. Psalms 83. Psalms 83:3. For they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. That's the wicked, because they always in counsel to how to do certain things. For example, they have counsel how to implement relating to their wickedness, man. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against the hidden ones. The hidden ones are relating to the ones, the Israelites, man. The so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, man. The hidden ones, they've been hidden behind the curtain, man. You know what I mean? They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. These are the nations conglomerately collaborating together, relating to the one at the top, the one who's in power with these other nations, man. You know, because they were at war with them from the beginning. Ezekiel 35 and 5, that perpetual hatred to no end, man. They said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that thy name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, like a memorial, man. So to cut them off as a nation, which they did themselves, because the iniquities that caused upon themselves, not hearkening heed to Yahweh Shem Yashah, but the Lord using these other nations to ultimately punish them. So all these nations are all collaborating in Psalms 83 to go against the nation of Israel, ultimately. Ezekiel 35, let me go to it. Since I quoted, let me go to it real fast. Ezekiel 35 and 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Perpetual is a continual hatred, man. All the way since the beginning, all the way into now, man. Go to Micah 2 and 1. Micah 2 and 1 again. Micah 2 and 1. Micah 2 and 1. Micah 2 and 1. This is Micah 2 and 1. Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. In the morning is light, and they practice it. So their purpose is to implement whatever they have counsel over regarding their agenda, their matters. And because it is in the power of their hand. Job 9:24. The earth has been given to the hands of the wicked, man. Because the power has been given to them. This is their blessing. And through the sword thou shalt live, man. This is their blessing, man. It's their time, so they can, because the power is in their hands, they can implement how they see fit on a wicked aspect. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, and even a man in his heritage, man. That's what they have. For example, the hidden ones, the nation of Israel, oppressed them continuously. Even a man in his house, and the heritage relates to a people before their heritage. Jeremiah 17 and 4, they are discontinued from thy heritage, because pretty much their iniquities, man. Their heritage relates to being a people before a place, man. They are people first. They are people first before a place. So, and that relates to that. I want to go to Deuteronomy 30 and 7. Deuteronomy 30 and 7. Deuteronomy 28 talks about the curses. Now Deuteronomy 30 and 7 talks about the curses coming upon these other nations. And that's what you're seeing. For example, you're seeing these other nations being afflicted in their respective countries. Shalaki for the music in the background. For example, China, major flooding, which has pretty much decimated those major provinces and cities, for example. And different other nations of people receiving judgment by Yahweh B'Shem Yashah. 30 and 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies. Not enemies of these other nations, man. The Lord doesn't love everybody, man. And on them that hate thee, which persecute thee, which persecute his hidden ones, man. It relates to the nation of Israel, man. It's called so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans that were scattered all four corners of the earth, man. So that's the hidden ones, man. And they've been scattered. And scatter relates to disperse, man. Disperse all through the diaspora, all over the world, man. Go to Matthews 24:22. Let me get that real quick. Matthews 24:22. Matthews 24:22. Matthews 24. And 30, 24, 20, let me see, 24, 24, 20, 21, and 22. Now 20 talks about something that already passed, related to 70 AD. Number 21, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, and nor shall ever be. So it's going to be something that's never been seen before, man. And that's to come, man. 22. Except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh to be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, man. Revelation, 1 Peter 5 and 8. For the devil shall be like that roaring lion, wait to whom he may devour. Revelations 12 and 12. Woe to the inhabitants of the world and sea, for the devil's gonna come in great wrath, knowing he only has but a short time. So there's gonna be things that's gonna happen, man. Jeremiah 30 and 7, Jacob's trouble. Get that real quick, and I'll get 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. That relates to we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Devices relates to his agenda, his plans, man. And part of that plan is to implement certain things, man. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Jeremiah 30 and 7, man. And most people don't believe this. They think it's some fairy tale. But the things that's happening in this world is real. It's a reality, man. What's happening in China and these various other countries, that's not a fairy tale. That's real life. People are really experiencing that. So that lets you know what kind of times we're really in, man. And that thing, and what happened in China can happen easily here and anywhere in the United States, man. With the flooding, the significance of flooding can happen anywhere here in the States. In a certain place that have flooding, you know what I mean? But this is an intense level, man, relating to China, man. People were submerged in a subway where they were trapped and some died. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but ye shall be saved out. That starts with the elect. The elect, which is that remnant, that small amount, starting with the elect. But it's going to be a time never has been. Jacob's trouble is a perfect example of that. Go to we go to 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan shall get advantage of us. We are not ignorant of his devices, man. Devices relates to ploy schemes, plans, the thing, pretty much the agenda, man. Let me go to Job real fast. Job. And I'll end it there in Job. Job 14 and 5. Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So it's a point in time that pretty much the wicked's rulership is going to end by Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, man. Go to 20 and 5. That the triumph of the wicked is short. So their time is short, man. And the joy of the hypocrite for the moment. The hypocrite is the wicked, man. Go to, but in their heart, they believe nothing's going to happen to them. Let me go to Psalms 49 and 11. Because that goes to that pride, man. Because they think, who's going to bring me down, man? I sit a queen, who's going to bring me down, relating to Revelations 18. So the pride that they said, we can handle everything. There's nothing that can beat us, man. Psalms 49 and 11. Go to that. Their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue. So their inward thoughts, that relates to their pride, their heart, their mind, their heart. So they think they're going to continue as business as usual, man. Nothing's going to happen, man. Their inward thoughts is that their house shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. And they call their lands after their own names. So they call the lands after they take over after their own names, man. So the point is, they believe through their pride they're going to continue forever. But they don't know there's a appointed time and date that the Lord has set for them, and they're not going to go beyond that point. This was just a few verses, and talking about pretty much being under the wicked rulership, pretty much. I want to start out giving the Wadi Yahweh Hashem Yahshua for the opportunity, and if the Wada, whoever hope it benefits whoever listens, and all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Hashem Rakah Kadash.